Hello, this is Steve Thoele, Principal Broker with Premier Property Group, and bringing you another update on the Newberg real estate market. This update is going to cover the last 8 weeks of market activity, ending this past Sunday, April 9th. So I hope you had a great Easter weekend. Unfortunately, it was pretty wet, but hopefully we got some sunnier days here ahead. So anyway, on with the update, and I'm going to share my screen with you, go through the info with you. Always want to put in a quick plug for my YouTube channel. If you already haven't done so, I encourage you to subscribe to this channel. It's a really great way for you to kind of stay up to date on what's happening in your local real estate market if you are interested in keeping track of what's going on in. So be sure to click that subscribe button. So anyway, on with the update. This last week in Newberg, starting off looking at active listings, we had last couple weeks actually been pretty busy in terms of new properties coming on the market. This last week in particular, we had 18 new listings in Newberg, which is definitely a high for the past 8 weeks here. And that put us ending the week at 71 homes on the market here in Newberg. And you can kind of see it was pretty flat for the rest of the period, right around that 60 listings mark. And so we kind of broke above that this past week. And median price and days on market for those active listings, you can kind of see we had a high of 536,000 8 weeks back. That dipped down to 512 about 5 weeks back, and then it's been kind of slowly kind of climbing back from that. This last week came in at 527,000 was the median price for these most recent 71 homes on the market. Days on market's been dropping, as you can kind of see. We had a high of 82 days 8 weeks back, and it's fallen down to this last week down to 30 days of average market time for, again, these most recent 71 homes on the market. Okay, moving on to pendings. This last week, I showed we had 6 properties go into pending status, down a little bit from the week prior where we had 10, kind of in line with kind of where we've been. We had a low of 3 homes, a high of 11 in terms of new pendings, and then ended the week with 47 homes in pending status, just down a little bit from the prior week. You can kind of see it, for the past 8 weeks. And particularly this last month has been pretty consistent between 46 and 50 homes in pending status. So definitely continuing demand out there. Median price and days on market for those pendings, that in general has been moving up. We had a low of 475 about 6 weeks back, and this last week we hit a high for the past 8 weeks at 550,000 for the price of the most recent 47 pendings. Days on market, again, like the actives, has been coming down. We had a high of 84 days 8 weeks back, and this last week has dipped down to 21. So just about 3 weeks of average market time for the most recent 47 homes we have in pending status. And then lastly here, we'll look at sold listing activity. So as of the time I put the info together, showed we only had 3 homes crossover from pending to sold. This usually gets adjusted up 1 or 2 as more things get inputted into RMLS. But as of right now, it had 3 last week, which is a slight low for the past 8 weeks. And when I look back over the prior 4 weeks of closings on a week-by-week basis, you can kind of see what's happened there. It's the red bars. So we had a low of 17 about 8 weeks back. That got up to 36 closings about 5 weeks back, and it's come down a little bit from there. This last week came in at 27 homes have closed over the prior 4 weeks. And then the median sold price days on market for those sold listings, that has been that's come down from where we started. You can see we had a high of 550 8 weeks back. That dipped clear down to 460, and it has been recovering here over this past month. This last week came in at 495,000, and the days on market, kind of a similar trend line here. We had a high of 117 that got cleared down to 12. This last week came in at 66 was the average market time for the most recent 27 homes that have sold in Newberg. And then finally, we'll look at weeks of inventory, and the sale price is a percent of the original list price. Red bars is the weeks of inventory. Had a high of just under 14 weeks of inventory to start things off, and we got down to a low of around 7 weeks of inventory. This last week popped up a bit to just under 11 weeks of inventory. So, about 2.5, between 2.5 and 3 months of inventory right now. in Newberg in terms of weeks of inventory, and then the sale price is a percent of the list price. You can kind of see that has recovered a lot from the low point where we were down around 88%, got clear up to 97%. Last couple of weeks it's dropped a little bit. This last most recent reading is about 95% of original list price. So definitely market that's still tilted towards sellers, with very limited inventory remains a common theme right now in the market. And then even though rates are still a little elevated, they have come down, and buyers are definitely out looking for properties right now, and are scooping them up as they are coming available. So that is the most recent update of where things stand. I hope that was helpful. As always, feel free to reach out if I can answer any questions or be of any help to you in buying or selling a home. Would love to be of service to you. And you can reach me at my phone, cell, or email down below the video, and check that out. I also have some links down there to my most recent buyer and seller guides. So they're a really great resource for you to check out. So be sure to click those and download those if those are of interest. And hope you have a great day and week ahead. And we will see you on the next update.